Welcome back to Road to Fire. We're a family of three documenting our journey to fire, financial independence, retire early. Let's chat about our true cost of house hacking. I will share all of our costs in our duplex and compare against when we were renting with all of our real numbers like always, so please hang with me. So we've been in our duplex for 3 months now, and it's been all right. I won't say it's a perfect house hack, but it's been better than I expected. We inherited our tenant by choice, and that was a big risk we took. But luckily, it paid off. He has been a great low maintenance tenant who handles all of our outside maintenance as well. There are many things I'll change about the duplex, but for renting, it's in a great location, near good restaurants and sites, and walking distance to a couple of parks. I don't think we'd have trouble renting this place out in the future. One thing I wish we would have done differently though was to buy earlier in the season to better prepare for the colder climate. So, okay, what is house hacking? My friends and family always ask. House hacking is a strategy that involves renting out portions of your primary residence to generate income that is used to offset the cost of your mortgage. Key phrase is to offset the cost of your mortgage. House hacking gets a bad rep overall. There is this notion that you're living in a crowded home with four of the roommates in the worst neighborhood in town, but that's not always the case. For us, we live on the top two floors of a relatively modernish duplex. We have more space than we need with a fenced-in backyard in a great location while somebody else pays over 65% of our mortgage. We purposely sought a duplex that gave us all the benefits of a single-family home without the costs. So here are the specs of our duplex just to get a better understanding of our monthly costs. Our duplex was originally a triplex that was converted to a duplex so the top unit ends up having two floors and two exits. The asking price was around $399,000. We bought the house for $350,000 and it was appraised for about $360,000. This was more than we wanted to spend, but the market is inflated right now, so we did the best we could. We have a traditional up and down, although we prefer a side by side, but those were much harder to find in our current market. The total square footage is about $1,800 for our unit. This was the open unit, and it has 4 bedrooms and 2 baths across 2 levels. We don't need all this space. In fact, we have one empty room right now that we have no use for. And the second unit is occupied, and that's about 860 square footage, and it's a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. And our house was built in 1910, which is basically the norm for our city and my preference. So this is the overall view of our current duplex. Okay, before I get into the numbers, I want to highlight that our costs are relative to our location. We currently live in the Midwest. We were renting in the North Chicago suburbs, known for its sky-high taxes and OK pizza, and was there for about 2.5 years. We then relocated to another Midwest state. Both cities are relatively low cost of living areas, but our current location is much cheaper than the Chicagoland area. So we basically moved to a smaller version of Chicago. To be clear, the numbers that I'm comparing are for the average of the last 3 months renting versus the first 3 months in our house hack. Because the two places are not exactly the same in size, location, and the seasons were slightly different, take this as a directional comparison. Okay, let's get into the actual numbers and outline which was financially better for us, renting or house hacking. I absolutely don't regret moving into the house hack because this move was more than just a financial play for us. But the cost of owning a home or house hacking may come with more financial surprises than I thought. There are many hidden costs to owning a home that most real estate gurus forget to highlight. Utilities, repairs, updates, city standards or policies, appliances, lawn care, pest control, and so forth can easily add up fast, canceling out the benefits of house hacking. Okay, so which option was better for us? I will only be comparing our housing costs as our variable costs are subject to many other factors. First is our rent. It was $1,800 when we were renting versus our mortgage now, which is about $2,095. Keep in mind that our mortgage will drop once the new tax updates roll in, but this is what the bank is getting right now. Next is electricity. We used to pay about $46 a month when renting and now pay over $192. Seasons are slightly different, but we were running heat in the fall, so it's pretty comparable. We did move to a colder state overall, but still both states are winter states. So for the gas bill, when we rented it was about $24 and now it's over $100, and that's because our heat on one floor uses gas. Again, the average temps in the last month has been about 7 degrees and we have it running at about 75 degrees inside. When we were renting, we didn't pay for water, so that was at $0, and now we pay about $20 a month and are billed quarterly by the state. For trash, it was free when we were renting, and as homeowners, we pay about $47 a month. I have to say there are so many rules on how to put out your trash, and our garbage company has left us several notes. the things no one tells you. And this is where the differences really come in maintenance. As renters, you usually don't have to pay for anything, but our landlord back in Illinois charged us for one wooden panel coming off the floor, which was a bit annoying. So we paid about $33 in average of the last 3 months. And for our home, we have done a few updates already, which I will share next, and that averaged to be about $266 a month. Right now, if you're looking across both numbers, renting would have been the better option for us. But then we add in the income. We made no income from renting as we didn't do Airbnb nor did we house hack in Illinois. And for our duplex, we get $1,200 a month in rental income. So, drumroll, when you add it all up, renting costs us about $1,903 in Illinois, while house hacking costs us a little over $1,500 each month. First reaction, I expected the number to have a bigger spread, but we had more updates than expected in the first couple of months in our house hack. I know there are write-off benefits with owning a house and so forth, but let's just look at the direct cost of renting versus owning month to month. So here are the top 3 house expenses in the last 3 months. The duplex was in pretty great shape when we got it, but the unit was empty, meaning there weren't any upkeeps happening or maintenance check-ins. I was happy for it to be empty as I didn't want to kick someone out in the winter during COVID, but that meant we had to do some TLC work on our own. FYI, we are not a DIY couple at all. We, or our contractor, updated the bathroom vanities, bathroom floors, and a rotting window in the bathroom. Bathroom windows are nice if they're not in the shower. It sounds serene and romantic, but it's a pain because of the constant water damage. I am learning that water is probably the biggest enemy for a home and can do a lot more damage than we can ever think of. We got these projects done in late December and early January. My husband and I did make minor aesthetic changes like switching out the faucets, shower heads, mirrors, but those were minor expenses overall. So what's next? The kitchen needs a slight facelift. I wouldn't call it a remodel. First, we need to get new kitchen appliances as the current ones are functioning but old. We will get stainless steel ones and we'll probably get a deal as my sister-in-law works for Best Buy. We then need to redo the laminate floors as they are peeling. I'm not a designer, so I'm going through Pinterest to make sure we choose the right color for the space. And then last but not least is a backsplash, which is much needed. We will also add some open shelving. We have a contractor coming this weekend and another one coming later next week. We are waiting on the bid to make sure we are not being overcharged, but honestly, I really just want quality work done here. I'm not looking for a cheap deal, but just quality work overall. We are really trying to get our duplex renter ready as we plan to put the unit on the market in the fall. We got some time, but I'm curious to see how much we can get for this place after the update. Ideally, we'll rent out our unit for about $1,650. The last tenants in May of last year paid about $1,550, and that would take our rental income to over $2,800 a month with a sub $2,000 mortgage. Not bad overall. But I don't know how renting is like in our current climate, so I have some research to do. So we are running the numbers like always, and we are looking to see what is the right next real estate investment for us. I am pushing to get another house hack as I think getting to 4 doors would really put us on a good path for fire, plus the passive income would be really sweet. My husband, on the other hand, he is all about getting a single family home. He wants to get a small place on 1 to 2 acres of land and start the homesteading life. We have a lot of privacy right now, but as far introverts, I get where he's coming from. But can I share a secret? A part of me, a tiny itty bit of me, also wants to get a single family home next. House hacking is not horrible. In fact, I kind of love it. But I am kind of ready to nest or settle down. It might be because I'm getting older, but get this. In the last 11 years, we have moved 10 times. More so because of our careers, but still. Just thinking about moving right now makes me exhausted. Plus, I want to give my son some stability moving forward. Now we have until June to decide, which seems far, but it's already mid-February. We would like to get our interior and exterior updates done by June so we can start getting our finances ready for the next purchase. I have already talked to my agent and loan officer, so they gave me the parameters that we need to stay within to make things happen. I am excited but also nervous as these are big life-changing purchases. Now if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. Until next time.